Hey, my name is shawnshawn. I sell art on shawnshawn.co. Today we're going to react to an artist called Indie Rue. So looking at her channel, she has this really nice tidbit of one of her paintings with a little bit of flowers, abstract, and has kind of a nice logo, keep calm and create on. She has a link to her website and her social media, the two main ones, Instagram, Facebook. That's pretty smart, I think. She has a head-on shot for her logo, which I think is smart. So that'll pop up in all her commentary. She has one of her videos as her intro video, which I think is cool. Her first playlist at the top, she has is popular uploads. I think that's probably the smartest play. She has to create a playlist here. Then she has uploads, which you want to have that, obviously. Kind of have your feed. My abstract acrylic painting tutorials. That's smart. And that's it. I think I would put maybe the creative playlist at the bottom. I think that might be a smarter way to roll about it. So let's go on to the video. So the first video is called Abstract Acrylic Painting Tutorial and 9 Tips for Beginner Artists. I killed oh my god, there's more flies again. Dude, I just killed like 700 flies. That's Florida. What are you gonna say?
Hey guys, my name is Ru. I'm a Russian artist based in Munich. Since I've opened my art and design company this year. Today, I'm gonna show you one of my acrylic painting techniques and share with you a few tips.
So this is pretty nice. She has kind of nice headshot straight on. That's a great way to introduce a video.
What topic would you like to cover in my next video?
It's probably gonna be another one though.
By leaving a comment below, and let's get started.
Touch Smart always have comments to kind of drive the viral element of a painting. I like how she's dropping in some of the composition elements. Usually I kind of freehand it as an abstract artist, but she's actually pointing out kind of how she's thinking about it. Adding some texture. So she's laying down some texture. Let's go into where she adds paint. Got this kind of groovy music in the background. It's really cool. Hopefully this records. Last time I didn't record, I was like, oh my god, I gotta redo this whole damn thing. So this is kind of blending out different colors into that. It's really smart. Skip ahead a little bit more. Reduce it 1080, so I like some of the really colors in here, really nice color range here. It's pretty bold putting yellow next to purple because they can't make very muddy. It's very good blending techniques, I would say. So if you do this in oil, it's a lot easier because oil just blends for a long time, maybe a week, so you can just really play with it. Acrylic, you have to blend very, very fast, so I always, blend really fast. So to do it in acrylic, it's more challenging, but it dries faster, so you can paint faster. Skip ahead a little bit more here, guys. So she's adding a lot more depth to the colors, so you get that nice light dark contrast. It's a very nice range of colors. Skip ahead a little bit. It almost looks like a wave, in the middle. See, this just proves you can do a video off your phone, so there's no excuse not to do YouTube, guys. I started with an iPhone 4, so. And the music's very chill to go with the painting, which is kind of smart. All of this painting is got a lot of energy to it, so. But I like it's got a lot of punch to this painting. Let's go to the final scene here. Very, very nice. Really nice color range, really dark. It looks like she's used like maybe a flat. I would use like gloss. It would make those colors a lot more punchier. It's very, very, very nicely done. Let's go on to the next video. It's called How to Make Acrylic Intuitive Painting Abstract Painting Tutorial.
Hey guys, in today's video we are going to make this abstract acrylic painting. Here are the art supplies we need.
So that's kind of a smart intro. You introduce the painting, this is what the finished product looks like, how we get there, and then back into the paints, and then you start the painting. So that's kind of a cool way to work.
Also used white, blue and black acrylic outliners. I leave links to the art supplies.
You can't really read the color drops there. She's adding all the affiliate links inside of her video, so she's going to make extra money on top of that. So once you get to a certain threshold, 10, 20, 30,000 subscribers, you can add those affiliate links and you make a lot of money.
I'm gonna mist the canvas with a spray bottle. I'm using just tap water, nothing more. Canvas size is 40 by 28 inch, which is 100 by 70 centimeters. It is a custom painting. Quickly apply paint to the canvas as acrylic dries very fast,
there. It's really
and
nice.
we are supposed to blend the paint later on.
So she's using the water to kind of keep it wet.
With a brush and then with a piece of cloth, but it doesn't really matter. Apply paint with what is more convenient for you.
Size.
We are working on the background now.
So she's just kind of laying in the background. Let's scroll this bigger.
If your paint is already dry somewhere, then spray it with water. If you want to see a detailed tutorial on blending acrylics like a pro,
okay, so she's got another video intro, which is really smart. She's actually linked it. A lot of people think about it and then they forget to put the link. So she's actually gone to the trouble, upload and check where it comes in, drop in that link. Most people just don't have the patience to watch their video after it's uploaded. I know I never do. I just upload it like, maybe I'll watch it sometime later, but I watch it kind of before I upload and then I just upload and I don't watch it for that particular aspect.
I put masking tape on to make a straight line of paint. I'm applying metallic gray blue paint. Guys, be careful with metallic paints as they give bright glare, and firstly, they should have harmonious composition, and secondly, the spot of metallic paint itself should have a beautiful shape.
It's interesting they have this straight line in there. But it's an easy way to make that nice contrast between the very billowy kind of abstract feel in the background. Let's skip ahead just a little bit.
Now I'm applying light blue as the focal point of the painting.
It's interesting she just leaves that tape in there.
Titanium
I would have pulled that tape
and
up
yellow
already.
oxide also as the focal point.
So it's nice, you have like light blue background and you have that brown, just makes it's going to really pop
I'm
on top.
blending the paint to make it look more uniform with the painting.
So this is a really smart way to work, to have a really neutral background. I know an artist friend that worked this way. It's like you can sell a painting like hotcakes if you have a lot of neutral areas
I'm applying
like she
a
is
bit
having.
of black diluted with water so that our black spots in the foreground smoothly blend into the background and the painting would look more harmonious.
She still has that tape in there. I don't know why. That's a long time to have that tape there. Because it's going to have that ugly
I'm applying white
edge
to
on the other
make the
side.
painting more contrast.
Who knows, maybe it's going to make sense in the end. Usually I cut the tape at the end to some shape or something to make it look cool. It's not going to look cool with that jagged edge like that. But we'll see what she does here. It's definitely have that nice white to black contrast, which is going to be cool. Let's see what she does. This is another good idea in abstract painting, is you kind of change the painting around, like side to side, upside down, and you get a really feel for the composition that way. It's very strong. Even with a realist painting, you can take a photo off your phone and then you flip the image and you can really check if the composition makes sense. So that's a really smart technique. Let's go further ahead. The music's really chill again. Very nice. It goes with this. I think it's more of a commission work. which I like it. It's more complex than some of her simpler paintings she has on this channel. She has a lot of simple abstract painting that I like more complex because I'm an actual real abstract painter. So I just want to see the real painting, not necessarily like something easy to do. There's some really solid techniques here, especially that blending to the neutral in the background. Adds a really nice focal point. Let's scroll ahead a little bit. These square shapes don't convince me at all, but whatever. And she's had these really like drips of paint to make it really fly fast, which is kind of cool. The squares just don't add anything for me. I've done squares before. I would just do that with tape. She's making it way too complicated cutting it. Like, you just do tape, line, and cut the tape with a razor. It's way faster. You have to get close to the canvas, so it's a little bit precarious if you haven't done it before, because you have to be very careful how you cut. Don't push too hard.
I'm adding black to the top left corner so that all four corners don't look the same and to balance the composition.
Yeah, it's really crucial in abstract because there's just nothing to work on except color and composition. You got lines, like she's got that white line going down, she has that black line, she has that foundation cut line. The squares kind of frame it as well. There's some really cool blends though on the canvas. So it's really cool because it's really soft blends and then really choppy in the middle, so it makes that high contrast area. So I think it's a pretty solid painting. I don't really like the squares, but I think it's a really great painting. Let's go on to the next one. This one is called my abstract acrylic multi-layered gradient painting with do-it-yourself texture paste tutorial Northern Lights. She's trying to hit every single like sale hitting there. Once you get to a really high level, like 20, 40,000 subscribers, you should really have short titles, not long titles like this. But
hey guys, in today's video we are going to make this abstract acrylic painting.
So it's really smart. She starts off with the painting, so you get an introduction. She should be talking to the camera though. I would recommend.
If you saw my previous video where I was making DIY texture
very beautiful
paste
color in here
and showing you how easily to create a gorgeous texture on canvas with paper, then you can
let's scroll ahead a little bit. So she's adding some texture here. It's really good. Some really interesting texture. Oh, she's actually gluing in the paper. It's not bad. I just don't like it myself per se, but it definitely adds a really cool texture. You can add paper in there because acrylic is kind of glue based, so you can kind of glue anything in there. Gold, leaf,
flatten
gold
them
foil.
with a roller. Do the edges very thoroughly so that they do not come off when we are applying colors.
Yeah, definitely you're gonna have that issue. So you might also want to paste on top of that after you get done, but this is probably good enough. Let's scroll ahead here. Like really nice colors here. Baby kind of turquoise, kind of magenta purple. Oh, you got the subscribe button. Not too obvious though. It's not bad. It's interesting because it's not perfectly straight on. It's a little bit off angle. Oh my god, another fly. I thought I got all of them all, man. I got tape everywhere to catch those guys. Freaking Florida with the flies, man, I swear. Oh god, these ads. Okay, let's skip ahead a little bit, guys, here. Oh, more ads. Look at this. Pump it up, bro. Yeah, if you want to shoot straight down, you should get it lined up so it's perfectly level, I think. It's interesting, too. She kind of a little bit out of frame. So... Well, no, this one's basically in frame. I think it was her other painting I was looking at earlier before I had to re-record it, so that one was like out of frame. But she's obviously paying attention to the painting. She's not looking if the camera angle looks exactly spot on. Okay, so really nice colors. Just gonna add straight black, I think, in there. This is good. You want to tone it down, which is that green versus a purple is gonna definitely tone it down. It's got your cool. Because the blues on top are very warm blues. They're not really cool. Let's scroll ahead a little bit. So she said, oh my god, ads. So she's dark in the greens at the bottom, very, very dark, which is nice. You gotta have that really focal point of it dark, and then she has some white highlights here. It's kind of cool. She's working with those the texture of the paper by using another color on top. She's toning out that dark. Maybe it was too dark for her. I think you can leave a lot more dark in the painting, but it's cool too like that.
Guys, you often ask me about online painting courses. As soon as I find a bit of spare time, I will gladly create these lessons for you. And now you can be part of the creating process. Write please in the comments below what kind of tutorials you need. How do you see it? What subject do you want me to cover? I would appreciate all of your thoughts, ideas, and suggestions.
Dirty blonde and then white blonde. That's kind of cool. It's definitely a look.
The painting looks completely different from each side and in different lighting.
And this is what you want at the very end of a painting, is zoom in a lot on the sides and see every single detail of the painting, because then you can use this painting tutorial as an ad later. That's what I do. I usually use them as ads. Sometimes I'll just cut the end. But this is a really great way to kind of feel the detail and all that texture. You see all the texture, the paper texture, all the beautiful colors emulating around. So,
which is why I love using metallic or color shift paints so much. Instead of one painting, you got a few ones. Keep calm and create on.
Yeah, very, very cool. Let's go check out her website. So her website is indieroo.art. So you can now use the .art thing, which maybe I'll switch. shawnshawn.art sounds cooler than shawnshawn.co. But I've been using it for 5 years or something, so. So she has a picture of herself. You don't know if it's an art per se. I mean, you know, some kind of artist, but it might be a model, so it's a little bit unsure there. Might do with maybe a paintbrush in your hand, might be more a little clearer. She has biography, artworks, exhibition, shop. Let's see what's in her shop. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay. So I go to the biography. So she has kind of a co-founder of her design. She has a design shop. She used to be an architect, so it's very impressive. Which kind of, you can see the reaction of her abstract is very playful and organic. Very different than the linear, hard line drawing you'd have to do in architecture. She also has a New York certificate in abstract painting. She got some solo exhibitions, which is super cool. About me, her goal. She wants to cure deadly diseases, which is kind of a cool thing to have on your website that, you know, not necessarily just art focus only. Let's check out the artwork. So the one thing I noticed right at the bat is the artwork's very different than what's on her YouTube channel. I think her YouTube channel had earlier styles or more simplified version to do kind of really simple tutorials. Some of the ones I showed you are the more complex paintings, but she has some really much more simplified versions. So I would actually do these paintings as tutorials. That'd be super badass to see how she came about, especially this. The multiverse one is like, how do you do this? Well, it's digital art, so okay, you can do that with digital. I think that's with the camera, with a light exposure, exaggeration, and multi-layered maybe. You get this one, it's really cool. It's a little painting. Huge titles on these. I don't know if I like that or not. I mean, it's very clear what it is, so. It's funny because she had like a chain with. Interesting. I wonder if that's a comment on Putin or what. Very subtle, right? I mean, you got to be careful being Russian, right? You can't push that boundary too much. But let's see what else is on her website. She has exhibitions. So this is kind of cool. You show your exhibitions. You had a machine gun, but this is before the war. So, but obviously any big country has weapons, so it's kind of generic. Her comments. Obviously this is just static. And yeah, that's it. So I think it's a pretty cool website. Very simple, just a very couple details, the artwork, her bio, and then how to contact her. So just a really straightforward website, very simple, clean. It doesn't have a blog, so there's probably not much SEO on it, but you know, she has a huge YouTube channel, so I don't know if she needs it. It might be cool to kind of do video links here to have the YouTube video embedded on this website. I wouldn't have them go to YouTube, but I would have them embedded on the website. Like that's how I do on my website, so you can kind of watch some videos on the website without leaving, so you kind of say, oh, this is what this style looks like. Oh, this is the artist painting, and you get more interested in buying the work maybe. Yeah, so I think she says a really cool work. I think she has a pretty good channel. So obviously, she's doing pretty well. I think she has, how many subscribers? 39,000, so 40 times my channel. She probably has way less videos, but it's like, okay, whatever, go figure out how this YouTube channel thing works. Anyway, I hope you guys like my video. Give me a thumbs up. If you like to subscribe, you can subscribe below. And I'll see you in the next Artist React video. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.